Alright, hello. Sorry that I've had to restart the stream, but you know, I need to be able to interact with the chat more properly, right? Let me put some stuff up better. Like this. Okay, hi. So we have to restart from August, unfortunately, but it's alright. I plan to get at least in 1937, so by that time a couple of things will already be happening. So I've set Budget Grandma here on a quiet Intel network so that she doesn't get captured. That's the first step. The second step would normally be to take this, but I don't see a point in it. Like Centrum right, they can have it. I just need to target then the center and defend it from them. Could be left. I need to rush the research slot here and not care as much about the politics side of it. Let's move on already. With Black Monday completed, I can only reach a draw here, which will give me a bunch of cards. Something happened in Siam. That's not really my issue. Georgia has joined the Moscow Accord. Yeah, that's unfortunate. EKP. Yeah, the SWR is really starting to gain over everything, which isn't good. But you know, it's whatever. Here we're finishing the last few civs. That I've set to build in high infrastructure states, and then I'll build infrastructure and the rest to build up for later. Von Papen aligns with the Black Coalition, which is unfortunate, but they still don't have enough seats to take over. The war in Indochina begins here. I can't help them yet. What I can do here is I can sell Polish holdings to get more political power. And I will go ahead and do that. Okay, I have the decision now to aid them. I'll do that right away. Okay, here I need to target the centrum so that they don't take it over, and the LVP left. This will give me a labor card.
Ihre Befehle.
Perfect, this will give me some stability. I really do need it. Russia nationalizes this. I need to retaliate right away. And this has skipped a bunch of focuses here, which is bad. Like, they could have been good. However, oh, I don't like this one. This would have given me more power, but I can do this still. This gives me stability, party popularity, and takes away a bunch of deputies from the two factions here that are against me, which is very good. Confrontation in Ireland. So instead of bothering with all these decisions, I can just enable the automatic completion of brushing them. So I'm going to use a small amount of my industry to like force them to be my subject. Oh, weekly change. That means I need to get rid of him quickly. Needs of the few for the support ships. This gives me a bit of army experience. Interesting. Oh! And the Chancellor here, von Schleicher, has made a good impression amidst like the strikes that are in this region, and that's very good. Political power, stability, that's what we need. Pricing in Ukraine, that is not what we need. I will rush the research slot here. And with the political power from this, I could rush the decision to improve Bavaria. This will give me one civilian factory, a dam, which gives a lot of different bonuses, and it will make Black Monday easier to deal with, as it will start removing points from this part here. So I think I'll do it straight away. And after this ends, I'll have a new labor card I can use. This is over, I can do the same, target Centrum and the LVP. Outbreaks of... oh no. Okay, that harms my party popularity. But what can you do about that? Sympathy strikes in Silesia. Here. Okay, this is very bad. As you can see, the construction speed is null. How did you send a cat? Who's this? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Oh, I lose this no matter what. That's very bad, actually. But oh well. Alright. That's good. This will complete in a month. Oh, that's very good. Industry bonus. That's just what I needed. And this. Okay, some much needed stability. Here are colony 1. Okay, not always bad. So I'd say with the extra research slot, not yet. I'll rush construction. Oh, this adds a dam here. Very nice. Wait for music, low-key fire. Wait a second. Yes. Yeah, this is the Kaiserreich soundtracks, which include pretty much national music. So depending on what country you play, it will have something different. But even just in general, like the vanilla soundtrack is also very good. Yup. Lit. So I'm going with the Schleicher path, which is the more non-aligned sort of path, not leftist, not right-wing, because it is the strongest one in terms of army and everything. You can prepare against France and Russia way quicker, because I'm planning to make a massive army that is very diversified. As you see currently, I'm producing all sorts of equipment. See, even armored cars, all sorts of tanks, that kind of thing.
Befehle?
Okay. This gives factory output, which is good. But I'll go for this first, because the more efficiency cap means that with this going up, the gain will also go up quicker. And that means that later on, when I invest more military factories in this, it will produce way more equipment. And that's what we need. Here I can't do anything. Yeah, no. I'd rather not. Here I need to do this. Okay, Brunswick. There's something happening. Did show go this model? Yeah, he did. Okay, wait a second. A lot of things have happened. Yes, Shao did draw this model. And there's different expressions. I'm just not using them currently. Sweden joins. Stream's looking good, by the way. Thank you. Okay, I got a ton of political power. Let's see where I could reinvest that. Nuclear research? Not yet. Spy Master could be worth looking into. I think I won't do anything with this political power other than a bunch of decisions. For this I need economic help. So for now I need to focus on the Ruhr camp. No. What can I do here really? Okay, I need to do this because Spain is going to blow up soon and I need to help them. With this done, I can now appoint a spy master, which is myself. That will give me even more points. And it will unlock a bunch of free upgrades, as you can see. Cancel. I don't understand, why is this red? Whatever. With this done, more divisions, more research. I'll go for this. And here I can already start decryption. I mainly need to decrypt these two. And soon I'll get the upgrades for that. Okay, I need to send a bunch of divisions here. 9.
Zuhören.
I'll send all of these guys. And there we go. Spain has decided to blow up, so send volunteers. Army budgetary request. Alright. I'm going to allow them to make their army bigger. Is this? Okay, this is not done apparently.
Bereit.
So I need to send these guys here as well. I can send 2 whole air forces. And I will need to defend Madrid mainly. Because there is a morale system in this civil war. Meaning that when any of these 3 different factions loses land, they will lose fervor or morale, and they will lose all of these bonuses and gradually become very weak. Okay. Very good, our stability is almost in the positives. I can continue sanctioning Russia. This gives political power. Very nice, we're making a lot of it. They've got an encirclement. Very nice. Oh, they also got encircled though. Air Force? Sure. When removed... Okay, they'll have a small debuff for a year. That's alright with me. And with all this war support, I could go to early mobilization, which is very good. I think I'll do that already.
Angetreten.
Okay. Let's see. This looks rather secure. I think I need to retake Cuenca here. So I'll do just that. Okay, I'm lacking civilian factories. Something's not right. Okay, this is what's not right. Black Monday. Yeah. I need to fix that. And I can do that here. So, an additional card will be drawn at the beginning of each turn. Okay, that adds unnecessary debt, I believe. However, there's also this card. I have 2 reform cards. Wait, are you telling me I have to lose this? Oh man. Okay, I think the game's over. I can't recover from Black Monday. Oh well, yeah. The game's over. Sorry lads. Night? Sorry, you can be Azerbaijan. So I could. However, Azerbaijan has no content, unfortunately. All it does is have a lot of oil, which is taken by Germany, and then gets invaded by Russia. So, you know, not much I can do there. Yeah. Here are all the so-called interesting countries, however. You see here the major powers and all the minors associated with them. There's the Balkans here, a bunch of Asian countries here. This is the Entente, America. This is all the syndicalist powers, but for some reason Ireland, Italy and Spain are here. This is the new Chinese patch. This is the central powers, so to say. And this is like whatever. I'm fuming. Bro, calm down, man. Do you have the fire rises on? No, I don't. Should I get it? Yeah, the Fire Rises is pretty good. Like, it has content for a few nations, but it's very good content. And I reckon my laptop can handle it, but I don't know. Alright, fair. Let me see if I can do something about this. I'm going to change the name. Okay. So this is one of the things I wanted to do. We'll see if there's any way to make more people join eventually. Hold on. Remember a sneak attack. I will. I need to quit this, and I'm gonna start up vanilla HOI4. The only mod for it I have currently is Kaiserreich, which is what you've just seen me play. Gotta play. Oh yeah, that space. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know nothing about that game. No idea what that's about. I'll be completely honest. It's horrifying. I see. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna remove this. This was a game I had with a friend, but like he doesn't even care anymore. So there's a few things I could do here. I could spin the wheel and do an achievement run, or I could simply do a tutorial sort of video. What shall I do? Spin the wheel. Alright. Yeah, let me rename the stream then. HOI4 spin the wheel. Once you gamble. No, I won't call this a gamble, but we're getting there. So I do already have this set up, so give me a moment. Okay, so here it is. This is the Wheel of Majors. The point of it is that I will spin on this, and whatever comes out I'll have to play, and I'll have to get an achievement with, and I'll have to play them in a relatively historical way, you know? Spin. Okay. Let's see. Oh wow, France. That's like one of the worst pulls I could have gotten. Okay. Sure. Close. Surrender maxing. Yeah. I'm aware. Okay. So we've spun the wheel on that. Unfortunately, France came out, so we're gonna have to play historical. Wait, will we? Should we play historical? Maybe. I mean, I don't have a problem with like going against the Axis and stuff. Actually, yeah, let's just go historical. This will be spin the wheel, France. And there we go. Okay, so let's look for the achievements. There's one that I already have in mind as to what to do. And it's not a big Entente. That's rather non-historical. What I want to achieve is probably deploying a nuke as France. Maybe the production license thing. Because I will be able to do it from an allied Germany in the future. The UK, the USA, maybe Italy. I don't know if I can get 5 licenses. We'll see. This could be interesting to try. But there's like one that's specific to France that I can get. This one could be easy. Like all I have to do is release every single nation that I already occupy. But I'm not gonna cheese that. This one, interesting. Vive la Gynécole. As France have at least 150 destroyers. I have nowhere near that number. Actually, we can just check here. We have 52 destroyers. However, this is the one I want to do. Vive la France reached 1948 as France without ever surrendering. So not only do we have to survive the Axis, we will have to survive any other wars that may come up. Yes, nuke. Yeah. I'll see about a nuke, because the thing about France is we do have quite a few... They here? No. We have these 2 scientists for nuclear research. That will help us quite a lot. And I believe we may even have some research bonuses for that. Or maybe not, because I forgot we have one of the worst focus trees of the game. Oh well. Okay, so I think I'll have to play meta. Otherwise I'll definitely die to Germany. So let's go for speed. So one thing is, if you start with economy focuses, whichever path you go with, the election event that fires in May will force us to pick between losing stability or gaining communism, which we do not want on this run. So no matter what, the first focus we have to take is this one, devalue the franc. For a year we get less stability, but also less consumer goods, which allows us to use more civilian factories to build whatever. This game has massive trees. Yeah. Because it shows you the terrain better. There's a terrain map here. You can see it even better, right? France is full of forests in the south. And there's like a small region here in the north. This doesn't really matter, because there's the Maginot line here. But this could be part of a defense line eventually. Like something like this. Right? We will just have to give up Calais. But I don't know, we'll see. And Germany especially is full of forest tiles. As you can see, all of this is forests. All of this and even going into like around Berlin and everything. Only this is a lot of planes. So we could go into Rangers to have a special force that can do damage in these tiles. Okay. Good to hear, Diotol. Oh yeah. Combat is affected by all sorts of terrain, mainly because you see every type of terrain has a different combat whip. So you see this division, for example, has 18 combat whip. That means that like 4 of them can fit in one battle, because it's 70 if it's attacked from one side. So like this. If it's attacked from 2 sides, so like from these 2 tiles onto here, then you can add 2 more divisions. So you can have 6 infantry divisions attacking this one tile. So planes are usually very hard to defend. So that's why we're not doing it. Also, another thing that affects combat is weather. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, you see here in Belgium, there's a storm currently. That affects the Air Force and the Navy if it storms elsewhere. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you see in the Mediterranean it's raining, and that affects the Navy. That kind of thing. What terrain is the easiest to defend? Mountains. Definitely mountains. It has a very low combat width of 50. Well, besides the mountains, marshes are also easy to defend. So like here. Same low combat width. A lot of attrition. And supply is horrible. So like these lands are hard to take. Mountains are hard to take. So the Maginot Line has favorable terrain, mostly, besides this plain tile, but also maximum level force, which completely negates enemy attack. So we can just ignore this, pretty much. Can you make specialized divisions? Yeah, of course. I'll show you. We have the Division d'Infanterie Alpine, which is mountaineer based. And as you can see in the adjusters, they have dedicated bonuses for attacks on hills and mountains. So you can normally just deploy a couple and use them, let's say here against Italy, right? We already have a bunch. See 1, 2, 3. And they will have bonuses in attacking these mountainous tiles and even the hills that are around. You should do the... no. So what I did, I spun the wheel on it, and I've decided to do... Well, I've not decided. France came out. So what I need to do is I need to go through a France gameplay and get at least an achievement that only they can have. So land warfare facility. I reckon we get Mr. Renault. We'll get this guy because he's an old guard. Or maybe not, actually. All of these admirals are kinda good, so I don't know who to pick. Let's go with him for now. Standard research. Click here. Okay. Is there a maximum year in this? The game theoretically ends in 1949, I think, or like late 1940s. It ends there. It will give you a score, like when you want to leave. See, like here, it's gonna give you this score table. It'll tell you who got the best score and whatever. I need to quit and redo everything, but that's okay. So looked in. But yeah, like, the maximum year thing doesn't count. You just play until you've accomplished everything you want, and then it's done. Then you start another game. Let's hop back on that. Okay. So, one... Oh, right, the music is here. One interesting thing that France has is that they're full of resources, as you can see, but they have no oil. So we will struggle in being able to maintain a mechanized army, a navy, because we will have to fight against Italy too, and an air force. So we will have to... TFR for the soundtrack and fanboys. What? No, wait, what was I talking about? Yeah, we can't, like, do everything. But a thing that we can do is, from the start, we can build a bunch of fuel silos. And what that does for us is it allows us to then import a ton of oil from the USA, for example. And we'll have enough supply to, like, run a navy and air force and everything for a couple of years, which should be enough as resources. What? Okay, anyways. So, building fuel silos here. Okay, it seems worth it. As you can see, the construction cost is 5,000, which is a lot. But for every level you put in one single state, the cost decreases. So it's an incentive for you to build a massive amount of silos in the same states. So what I'm going to do is, I will start out by building infrastructure in the states that have like 60% and that have a lot of building slots, like Limousine here. This one. This one. This is not enough. Maybe this one. And then these two. And these are also important to build for the supply situation, which isn't great. So after these are built, I will fill... Oh, you can only build 3 maximum. Okay. So I think I will build like 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. And that will increase my fuel capacity by a lot. It looks like... What? What are you talking about? Okay, and the 2 somewhere else. That's not like very important. Maybe here. Okay, I'll fill the center of France and this state with fuel silos. That's 10. That's 1,000 more capacity. Oh wait, that's 1,000,000 more capacity. So I can fill out a lot of fuel. Gotta go. Good luck with your stream. Thank you. Alright, so as you can see, I'm filling southern France with few silos. The north might be vulnerable to like bombing and stuff. You see this covers only this region, which I reckon I can protect airwise. But yeah, let me get on with the game already. We start with 8 military factories, which is a low number, unfortunately. No, actually, let me do the same thing I did in my Germany game. So I'm going to already set out the MIOs as I wish. This will be the production designer. Extra speed is rather appealing. I think I'll get the maximum breakthrough here. Then some speed, some reliability. Some more hard attack and piercing. Okay, it's very basic, very simple. Then this will be the medium tank producer. As for the research, I'll apply this. And I think I can use this for heavy tanks, correct? It's armor technology. Yeah, France doesn't seem very good in tank production. Okay, it has this one for like light tanks. I need to form the state arsenals. Where's that? Okay, it's here. So, let me see. This under Hotchkiss. Hotchkiss, I think, because I don't know how I want to approach my tank usage strategy. I could go with like fast medium tanks, but I'm not sure. And then turn a bunch of them into medium tank destroyers also. And only use light tanks for like flame tanks, that sort of thing. This applies to all light tank equipment and all medium tank equipment also, so I could make amphibious tanks as well. So to begin with, I'll put it on Renault. And Renault will be for the heavy tanks. So what I need to do, it will be anti-tank roll, mainly like this, to reduce the output cost on this already. Okay, yeah. And you see this is made exactly for heavy tanks, so 15% breakthrough or a bit more reliability. This is for medium tanks only. Adds 10 speed. This would add 10 more speed. That's 20% for tanks. That's a lot, isn't it? What does this one do? 10%. Okay, that's a bit more than 20. However, if I put everything under Renault, I could have fast tanks. I'm not sure. Whatever. I'll focus on the heavy tank part. So I want a lot of breakthrough. Maybe a bit of speed. This one's tough because it increases the production cost. And like it would cancel out with this, but it would make everything else cost more. I'll take it. But like it will be... Let's see. Okay, I think that's good for Renault and for Hotchkiss. That's some breakthrough. I like to see that. Less fuel usage, that would be good. So I can get a lot of breakthrough here already. This is more speed, I need that. Then these. Okay. Very good. I'll figure out what to do with these soon. For the ships, I will need submarine protection. Carriers, cruisers, destroyers, this would be interesting to do. That's what I will do. I'm gonna need some speed on this. Maybe like this. Battle line, I need the armor mainly, and the light attack. Even more light attack. I don't need this one. This is for submarines mainly, and mine laying. 10% speed, better submarines. Okay.